Hanible. I was a gunnery sergeant in the United States Marine Corps.
And I was the only female to deploy one of the first units in Iraq.
I wanted to be part of something bigger than myself. I wanted to travel. I wanted to see the world. So I wanted to be a part of something that would do all of those things for me, but still challenge me.
All right, that's a clip from the Fox series American Grit, which featured our next guest, Tawanda T. Hanible. After 2 decades of service in the Marines, she can now add author to her long list of accomplishments. Her new book is called The Warrior Code, 11 Principles to Unleash the Bad Bleep Inside of You. Here to talk about the book and get us motivated this Monday morning, please welcome retired gunnery sergeant T. Marine Hanible. Good morning to you.
Hey,
welcome back.
Good morning. Hi.
Hello, author.
We're family now.
Of course.
Yeah.
See, you come here once, you're family. That's how we roll around here.
I fix my own plate now.
See, exactly.
I'm good.
Look, and we have plates in the kitchen today. Let's talk about this. I mean, when you first came on, the show was just about to debut, and we were so in awe of you and your grit. And you've taken those life lessons and you've put it into a book. Tell me how this book came to be.
Oh, originally, so I was approached when I was doing American Grit, and hemmed and hawed around it, and then I kind of backed away. I was like, yeah, this is not for me. I'm not ready to get naked in front of everybody just yet.
Yeah.
You know, because it's a big thing when you write a book. You're getting naked in front of people who you have absolutely no knowledge of, and their judgment of you is just crazy these days, especially these days.
It is. I mean, it's a very, you have to be open. It's a very cathartic experience. But for those who don't know who you are, give us a little bit about your background, because some people didn't see the show and they didn't see you on our show earlier. Who are you? Now watching Good Day DC. But tell us a little bit about your background, how this book actually came to be.
Well, I grew up in Chicago, South Side, just like Michelle. Whoop, whoop. But I'm on the other side of the track, so I grew up a little bit harder on my journey. Went on to the Marine Corps. Served 2 decades. The Marine Corps was that challenge that my brother told me, yeah, that's not going to be for you. Go to the Air Force. So in spite of, I went to the Marine Corps. From there, I got a call to do this show, American Grit, which was awesome. Filmed that season, and then was approached about the book idea.
But when you were a Marine, let's go back, you were the only female in your unit when you deployed to Iraq, right?
Yes.
And so that in of itself was also a challenge, because here you were in the midst of these men who probably were thinking, what's she doing here?
Oh, yeah. But to, you know, their defense, they were awesome. They were like brothers, brothers that I didn't have. So imagine having 60, 70 brothers just looking after you. Everything you need, they got. They got your back. They have your six.
What did your experience in the Marines teach you about life?
Ooh, always have the other person's six. That was a big thing in the military. Not just the Marine Corps, but definitely the military. You got to have that next person's six.
You're saying the next person's six.
Having their back. Okay. Let me give you that civilian breakdown. Got to have the next person's back. So that was one of the traits that I take away, and I incorporate that into one of the principles in my book. That gung-ho, that find your tribe chapter.
So how do you unleash your inner bad bleep? How do you do that?
Bad bleep. You just got to dig deep. You got to look for what your motivation is. And in spite of those shortcomings that you know you may have, or those shortcomings that come at you as obstacles, you got to keep going. You got to keep going along that path until you get to where you want to be. So, and I've had a lot of those obstacles.
That sounds so easy, and I know when you put it into a book, it's like, you know, you obviously have done the work to be able to reach this level where you can put it in a book. There's so many people who don't even know how to, you know, they don't even know what their first step could possibly look like or be. To that person out there, what do you say to them beyond, you know, get my book and read it? I mean, because this is a real challenge that so many people face. What helped you in some of your darkest moments?
Ooh, my kids, my motivation. Everyone has that piece of motivation, whether it's your kids, your job, making that 6-figure weekly income, whatever the case is, that's your motivation. So you got to get that. Tap into that motivation and just use that to propel you where you want to go.
In our last couple of seconds, Operation Heroes Connect, what's that about?
So Operation Heroes Connect is a nonprofit that I started while on active duty, and it gives back to the local community in the DMV area. So every summer we take about 60 kids to camp, we pay for everything, all they got to do is bring the clothes on their back and the gear list.
I love it.
And they come out for a week and they get to play with us overnight. Get to build some tents and do some things.
Well, you're a beautiful role model, strong inside and out, and the book is called The Warrior Code.
The Warrior
You're
Code.
doing a signing. Is that going on, the Politics and Pros? Are you doing a signing, or is that where we can get the book?
No, that's tonight. So tonight, come on out tonight, Politics and Pros at the Wharf. Beautiful, beautiful atmosphere out there.
We know.
And come out and meet and greet with me.
The Warrior Coach, she's amazing. Her story is just riveting, and you're not going to be disappointed. Get the book. It already helps so many people. It could probably help you too. T. Hanible, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome home. Welcome home. We'll see you next time.
Let me go to the kitchen now and give me a plate.
Hey, fix a plate. That's what we do around here. Wisdom, she's coming over.
All right, we can get a plate in just a second. There's plenty.